Good morning, everyone. I hope you are off to a great day. Well, we are just over a week into the new year, and I am curious as to how you are doing on your New Year's resolutions. For those of you that follow me on Snapchat, you know I talk a lot about goal setting, and recently we have been talking a little bit about the New Year's resolutions, which I think can be overhyped. But I do love the fact that people are making goals. I believe that goal setting is imperative for you to create results in many areas of your life. One of the biggest things that I've recognized throughout my years of coaching clients is that people are not making goals. We all have the knowledge to make goals. It's not that it cannot be done. It is just something that we don't think about. One of the reasons that we don't think about goal setting is that we pretty much live our life on autopilot. We get up in the morning, we go to the coffee pot, we take a shower, we drive to work. Even if you are going through, let's say, a Starbucks on your way to work in the morning, you are really doing that on autopilot. You're used to doing it every single day. When it comes to goal setting, it requires more than being on autopilot. It's not using that subconscious. We have to give it some thought, and therefore we might have to change some of our habits. So I think for a lot of people, they just avoid goal setting altogether. When I work with my clients, regardless of what it is that we are working on, I always ask them to send me a list of their goals. Well, that generally trips people up because they don't have a list of goals. And I think it's really important that you do. But there are some mistakes that people do make with goal setting, and I see this over and over again when it comes to New Year's resolutions. Like right now, I'm asking, how are you doing? How did you do over the weekend? Did you fall off the wagon? Well, in today's video, we will talk about why that may have happened or why you are starting to struggle and you're only over a week in. One of the biggest mistakes that I see over and over again with goal setting is that your goals are unrealistic. They are pie in the sky, I guess is what I would like to call it. They are not something that you are going to be able to follow through with. And that's the big thing. It's one thing to set goals, and it's another thing to be able to follow through. Most of the time, people are not following through with their goals because they're making unrealistic goals. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say that for your New Year's resolutions, you decide, I'm going to work out every single day. Well, my question to you would be, take a deep breath, first of all, because how many days a week are you working out currently? If you tell me 0, I'm going to say, okay, how are we going to go from 0 to every day or even 5 days a week when you're coming from a blank surface? You're coming from 0. What's changing in your life that's going to free up that time, or what's going to give you that drive to get that done? Or let's say your New Year's resolution was to clean up your diet and start eating healthier. Well, okay, define what that is. I need to know more about that. How much are you eating clean now? If you say never, well, in my mind, again, slow down, pull back the reins a little. How are you going to be able to be a clean eater when you're coming from somebody who's been nothing but the standard American diet for maybe years? So one of the biggest things that I see is you're just not being realistic. It's pie in the sky. It's not something that you can attain and achieve. And one of the reasons why people fall off the wagon is because as soon as they eat that cupcake when they're supposed to be clean eating, or as soon as they miss 2 days in a row of an exercise program, they feel like, once again, I'm just a failure. I can't do this. This is too difficult. I do this over and over again. I'm a failure. And they give up. And they give up until the next year when they come right back to make those New Year's resolutions. So you have to be very careful with how unrealistic your goal setting is. You need to look at your whole entire life. You need to look at, what is my schedule? What is my sleep schedule? What is my family schedule that's going to pull me away from maybe getting that workout in after work? A lot of times we just think of what we want, but we don't look at the big picture of what could prevent that from happening. So biggest mistake number 1 is unrealistic goals will get you nowhere. The second biggest mistake that I see with clients and people that I work with is their goals are not measurable. They just have this big goal. I want to lose weight, or I want to exercise, or I'm going to exercise every day, or I'm going to lose 30 pounds. You need to make your goals something that is actually doable. In order for you to get the job done, it has to be doable. Saying you want to lose weight is too vague. You need to create benchmarks. You need to say, I want to lose 10 pounds in the first 6 weeks. I want to work out 3 to 4 days a week for the next 6 weeks, and then go from there. And we will get into another method that I do and that I encourage my clients to do in a follow-up video to this one that will be coming really soon, that will kind of help you get to be a little bit more realistic in your goal setting. Always remember, folks, it is about progress, not perfection. If you have that all or nothing mentality towards your goals, then you are just setting yourself up for the perfectionistic pitfall, is what I like to call it. That's what I share with my clients all the time when they tell me what they are hoping to achieve. Right away, I will say this is just a perfectionist pitfall, because you're going from 0 days a week of exercise to 5, maybe even an hour and a half to 2 hour workout, but you went from 0, and you're gonna clean up your diet and lose 30 pounds just like that when you're coming from a standard American diet, which is nothing but fast food. It's not gonna happen. It's not realistic, and we have to stop this craziness that really is happening, because what is doing it is preventing you from getting to where you want to be. My question to all of my clients that hired me in the month of November for health coaching, let me just share how this whole scenario worked out. I did a lot of snapping, sharing a lot of diet and exercise tips and nutrition advice on my Snapchat. Well, of course, that generated me a lot of health coaching sessions in November. Well, when I would do these sessions, one of the very first things that I would ask each and every client is, why are we doing a session in November? Why do you want to do a health coaching session and clean up your diet and start an exercise program in November when we're approaching the holiday season? What is your reason behind this? Well, they were motivated. I had done a lot of snaps. They wanted to take advantage of my services, and they were ready. Everybody's always ready. Everybody's always motivated by something. Okay, there you go. We do a health coaching session. We develop a program that's tailored to you specifically. You're going to start cleaning up your diet. You're going to start exercising. You're going to sleep more. You're going to drink more water. You're going to make all these great choices, decompose a little bit, not be so stressed out. Now, let me just say that every time I do a health coaching session, when you do a follow-up session with me, if you pay within the first 2 weeks, you get a discount. Most people do a follow-up session. Now, I don't want that follow-up session to be in a couple weeks. I don't want to know what you're doing in 2 weeks when you're still motivated. I want to know what you're doing in 2 months when the motivation has went to pot. Don't forget, I have a video on motivation. I will make sure that I link that one. You will want to watch it and hear what my thoughts on motivation are. So most people did a 2-month follow-up. This past week, I was bombarded with follow-up sessions in health coaching. Every single session that I did this past week was somebody that I did in November, and every single one of those people fell off the wagon. So they hired me in November, and the holidays come and they gradually fall off the wagon. So now we're back at it, and my question to you is, what's going to keep you going now? My thing is, I always say, be careful that you're not into the hype of the New Year's resolution. Do you make this same resolution every single year to quickly fall off the wagon, wait till the new year again, and make the same resolution? If that is you, I'm going to tell you right now, it is because your goals are unrealistic and your goals are not measurable. You are not creating benchmarks. You are not being realistic with yourself. You're not being realistic with your lifestyle. You need to sit down and really map out and take a look at every single thing that goes on with your personal life, with your job, with your health, with your kids' schedule, with your sleep patterns, with your diet, with your energy, with your stress, because all of those are going to play a role in your success. We all feel great when we do something once in a while, but once in a while isn't going to get to your goals. You have to be able to do it consistently. You can't do a New Year's resolution and say, I'm going to lose weight and exercise more, and only stick with it for 4 weeks. That's not going to get you to your goals. You have to ask yourself, why? What is your why? What is your big why? Why do you want this goal? What are you looking to achieve in the end? Do you want this goal for the right reasons? There's a lot of things that you have to ask yourself when you goal set. The other thing that I always advise my clients to do is write their goals down. Whether you write them down on paper or you type them up on a computer, it doesn't matter, but you need to be able to see those goals because you're going to be looking back at them the first of every month. That's what I do. And I have some different methods that I do to do that, and I'm going to share them with you in a couple future videos. We're going to stay on a little topic with goal setting, and we're going to get you to make some realistic goals. So writing your goals down, statistics show that those that write their goals down or can see them, whether it's on your computer and you can pull them up, those people tend to be more successful in achieving their goals. So don't keep it in your head. You need to write it down and you need to hold yourself accountable. Also, there was just recently an article that came out that said that only 8% of all people stick with their New Year's resolutions. I'm going to share with you today in the drop-down box below a list of categories that I want you to start looking at in your life, and I want you to make underneath each category a list of what it is going to acquire for you in 2018 to achieve the goal in each category. This can be from health and wellness to beauty. I know I have a beauty goal every single year of what I would like to do for maintenance. This can be spiritual. This can be home maintenance and projects around your house. This can be finances. It can be income. What are your goals? I believe in goal setting in every single one of those categories. And it is something that I look at every single month, and I encourage you to do as well. In a follow-up video, we are going to talk a little bit more about that list, and I am going to share my list with you. So you're going to want to make sure you come back for that video. You are also going to want to make sure you're subscribed to my channel. If you're not, I encourage you to do that so you're not missing out. And I really encourage that you are following me on Snapchat. I talk about stuff like this all the time on my Snapchat. In fact, this morning, I was actually going to talk about goal setting and this exact thing on Snapchat, and I thought, no, I need to bring it more to my whole YouTube community. But I will do lots of little follow-ups there, so please check out my Snapchat. I know it's overwhelming with all of the apps out there, but that is the platform that I've used for many years, and I don't see myself leaving anytime soon, so hop on over if you want more of me on the daily. I am not sure who said it, but I have this written down somewhere, and I always have quotes that just stick with me, but I love this one because it is so true. Accountability, not ability, determines your success. And I fully believe that. If you are not writing your goals down, what is holding you accountable to your goals? Get them written down. Get them on pen and paper. Get them on your computer. Put a reminder in your phone app on your phone. We all have smartphones and we all have that reminders app to go off once a month so that you can go back and see where you are at with your goals. Don't forget, what is your why? Why do you want to achieve this? Why do you want to start saving 5% of your income and put it into a savings plan? Why do you want to do that? Well, because in 10 years, I know where I will be with that. There are a lot of things to goal set on, and I encourage you to really take a good look at your life, be realistic, make measurable goals, and we will get more into how to do that. I'm going to give you a little exercise in my next video on goal setting, so watch for that to come out in a few days. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to watch my video on motivation and hear what I have to say about that. I also have a great video on confidence. Sometimes we need to have a little confidence in the choices that we make. Hold true with your New Year's resolutions. Keep me posted on how they're going. Actually, leave in the comment section below how your New Year's resolutions are doing. Did you fall off the wagon over the weekend? Did you struggle? Are you struggling now? We have a great community. I know a lot of people love to read your comments, so we are here to help one another, support one another, and I encourage you to use that platform. All right, have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.